I want to start this morning with a not-so-true story. Middle-aged couple go to the doctor, and they both get a bad report from the doctor. In fact, the doctor tells them, look, if you don't clean up your diet, you're not going to live much longer. You've got to turn your diet around. Well, that hit the wife like a ton of bricks. I mean, she took it seriously. In fact, from that day on, the wife put both of them on a strict diet, much to her husband's chagrin, by the way. Raw vegetables, fish, no red meat, nothing with sugar in it. I mean, they were strict in their diet. Well, that went on for 10 years. But 10 years after they started that diet, they were tragically killed in a car accident and went to heaven. And as usually happens in these stories, Peter met them at the gate. I don't know why it's Peter, but it's always Peter. So Peter meets him at the gate. He says, I'm here to give your orientation tour of heaven, so follow me. So he, all morning long, he took them throughout heaven, and they were stunned by what they saw. Perfectly manicured landscapes, pristine cities, just beauty everywhere they looked. Well, lunchtime came around, and Peter took them into this massive restaurant, and as soon as they walked through the door, they smelled it. Down the middle of this restaurant was this massive buffet line of every kind of food you could think of. And because it's heaven, it was all fried. And so they had all the fried stuff there, and they had every kind of dessert you could imagine. And Peter noticed that it bothered the lady. And he said, ma'am, is everything okay? And she said, well, we try to eat well. Is it okay for us to eat this? And Peter said, I know what you mean. He said, but remember, this is heaven. You can eat whatever you want, as much as you want, and you'll never gain a pound, and it'll never affect your health. Well, it was just relief overtook her. And she said, sweetheart, turned to her husband, sweetheart, did you hear that? Isn't that wonderful? And he said, yeah, it is wonderful. And if it hadn't been for your silly diet, we'd have been here 10 years ago. All right. There are a lot of ideas out there about what heaven is like. Some of them are accurate, but most of them, unfortunately, are ill-informed. So we're in a series to clarify, as believers in our hearts, what is heaven? What is heaven like? What does the Bible tell us about this place? Because as I described last week, heaven is such a bastion of Christian hope in this life. We endure and go through some very difficult times in this life with our eyes directed toward that place. So it's important that we understand properly about what heaven really is, since it's such a bastion of our hope. Thank you for watching this video on First Redeemer's YouTube channel. If you enjoyed it, click like below and leave us a comment. And if you'd like more content like this, click subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thanks again for watching.